გამარჯობა.
გამარჯობა ბატონო.
დავით, როგორ ხარ?
კარგად, მადლობ. დაგვენ?
მეც კარგად. შანელ, როგორ ხარ?
კარგად, მეგლობა.
ძალიან კარგი. I entered Mars too. დილამ შვიდობის არის ჩარტ. როგორ ხარ?
კარგად, გმადლობ. როგორ ხარ?
მეც კარგად. Richard, სად ხარ? Where are you? სად ხარ?
მე ვარ სკოპიეში.
შოტლანდიაში.
ვსწავლობ სკოპიეში, მაკედონიაში.
ბრძოლაში. Richard, შენ ხარ შოტლანდიაში?
არა, ვსწავლობ სკოტლანდიაში. სკოპიეში.
გასაგებია, გასაგებია. Okay. გონზალო, მე ვარ თბილისში. Richard არის სკოპიაში. შენ სად ხარ, გონზალო? სად ხარ შენ?
პარიზში?
პარიზში, გასაგებია. Can you give the full sentence or with the verb? მე. So that let us talk in Georgian. Let us speak. სად ხარ? მე ვარ
Parishi, me var Parishi.
Yeah. Okay. Steven, გამარჯობა. მიკროფონი Steven.
მე ვარ ლონდონში.
შენ ხარ ლონდონში, okay. გასაგებია. თომეკ, შენ სად ხარ?
მე ვარ ეინდჰოვენში.
ძალიან კარგი და ნიდერლანდებში. თომეკ, სად არის დავითი? გკითხე, ask. სად არის დავითი ახლა? Now. სად ხარ?
სად ხარ? Is it like the
Where are you? სად ხარ შენ? You can even სად ხარ. You can say სად ხარ შენ, but as long as ხარ is the only form used for the second person singular, you can just skip შენ, yeah? სად ხარ or სად ხარ შენ, დავით?
მე ვარ საფრანგეთის ქალაქ ნოტში.
ძალიან კარგი, okay? და სად არის შანელი, დავით? გკითხე, ask.
შანელი, სად ხარ შენ?
შანელი, სად ხარ შენ?
Okay. Ma var Chanel da me var Americali.
Perfect. Ხოჩახ. ძალიან კარგია. Okay. So, გავაგრძელოთ. Let's carry on. Yesterday we talked about the four conjugation types, four classes of conjugation of Georgian verbs. Okay, and we decided that each group, each class has got its own rules and its own way of changing the form and changing the meaning. Today we're going to talk about nouns, so declension case of nouns. I'm going to share the case part with you, and let us talk a bit about it to get again the general idea of it. No, that's not it. I'm sorry. Here it is. There are 7 cases in Georgian. The first 3 are called the basic, the core cases, most commonly used. The first is a nominative, which is სახელობითი. სახელობითი ბრუნვა. We already know that სახელობითი is the case for subject with most of the verb, and also it can be the case for object if the subject is the second class, or if the subject is second class, there is no object. If the subject is either dative or ergative, which usually happens in the past or in the fourth class verbs. So nominative, subject case, and sometimes object case. The marker is E after consonants, and there is no marker after vowels. Skami is a chair. Es aris skami. It's a chair. Masწავლებელი, the teacher. Me var masწავლებელი. Studenti, the student. Shen xar studenti. You are a student, or თქვენ ხართ სტუდენტები. Okay. მასწავლებელი სკოლაში მუშაობს. The teacher works at school. მასწავლებელი is a noun. ნინო თბილისში ცხოვრობს. Nino lives in Tbilisi. Nino, subject, nominative case without marker because it ends at the vowel, not consonant. გაკვეთილი ხვალ 5 საათზე იქნება. გაკვეთილი, the lesson will be at 5 o'clock tomorrow. გაკვეთილი, nominative, subject, the verb is in the future. And again, as I said, nominative can be used for objects if the subject is in the dative, or which happens usually in the fourth class, or in the ergative, which is the past. მასწავლებელმა იცის ინგლისური. The teacher knows English. Ინგლისური here is an object of the verb იცის. If you remember, this is a very special verb in Georgian, which is the only verb which takes ergative subject in the present. And yeah, that's why the object is in the nominative case. Ninos mostons qava. Nino is in the subject, mostons likes, qava is coffee. Qava is an object put in the nominative without a marker because it ends in the vowel. Ninos. Nino is in the dative as a subject because it is the subject of the fourth class verb mostons. Look at mostons. This is fourth class verb, inversive verb, likes. M here, which originally stands for the object, here denotes Nino as a subject, and sil, which is usually the subject marker, here it marks qava object because it is an inversive verb. So nominative სახელობითი. Next comes ergative, ergativi, narrative, მოთხრობითი. So მოთხრობითი, which translated is narrative, narration, because this is a tense used in the past with the past verbs in the aorist scripts. The marker after consonants is ma, and after vowels is m. There are just a handful of languages which have ergativity, that is, which have the ergative case. So Basque language, Georgian, and Kartvelian languages. Skami is a chair. Skamma, when I put chair as a noun in the past, we add ma. But look what happens here, double mu. Skamma. So double consonant is unusual for Georgian stem unless this kind of situations. When we add consonant stem, the affix switches, yes, starts with the consonant. Only in this case, we can't have two consonants. Otherwise, double consonant is not usual for Georgian stem. After vowels, we have m. Khe is a tree. Chem, it is ergative case for the word tree, put in the past as a subject. Ninom. Nino did something. Magidam. Magida is a table, and yeah, as a subject in the past, it will be magidam. So subjects usually in the past is the usage. For example, მასწავლებელმა გუშინ ბევრი იმუშავა. The teacher worked a lot yesterday. მასწავლებელმა გუშინ yesterday ბევრი იმუშავა. Ninom ყავა დალია. Nino drank coffee. Nino subject ergative. Qava object put in the nominative because it is the object of the past verb, aorist. And that's why, yeah, this is what happens. For the subject of the verb sodna, as we said, to know in the present and past. Ninom kargad itsის mathematika. Nino knows maths well. Ninom kargad itsīs mathematika. Okay, so mat itsიან ჩემი სახელი. Mat is third person plural ergative form of personal pronoun. They know my language well. Mat კარგად იციან ჩემი სახელი. Ergative is also used for the subject of optative form. Unda, like have to, must, should, like bavshvma, unda წაიკითხოს წიგნები. Child must read books. For the optative script, like has to read books, must or should read books, take subject in the ergative. Bavshvma, unda წაიკითხოს წიგნები. Dedam, unda damirეკოს. Mother should call me. Dedam, unda damirეკოს. სტუდენტებმა კარგად უნდა ისწავლონ ქართული. Students must learn Georgian well. სტუდენტებმა, okay? So it's for dative, dativi, მიცემითი ბრუნვა. Case marker is s. Scam, stamp for the chair, scams. Xe, xes, a tree, nominative xe. Xes, dativi. Magida, magidas. We use dative for direct object to whom something is given or done. So it is direct object. Ჩვენ subject. Წიგნს ვკითხულობთ. We read a book. We are reading a book. ჩვენ subject, წიგნს object. Put in the dative. Nino ბავშვებს ასწავლის. Nino teaches children. Nino ბავშვებს ასწავლის. Okay. And it is used as a subject of M-type inversive conjugation, which is, again, fourth class. მასწავლებელს ჩემი წიგნი მოსწონს. The teacher likes my book. მასწავლებელს. Yeah, dative. And ჩემი წიგნი is an object of inversive verbs tending to the nominative. მას ყავა უნდა, he wants coffee. მას is the same as he or is, put in the dative. Genitive marker is after consonants or s after vowels. We use is after consonants or after vowels a and e. Skami, skamis, of the chair, belonging to the chair, chairs. Მასწავლებელი, მასწავლებლის, of the teacher, teachers, belonging to the teacher. Ხის, of wood, made of wood. Ku, turtle, goose. Uto. So these nouns are interesting for us as long as they end in u and o, where we get just su as a genitive marker, possessive case marker. We use genitive quite widely used. It's described for the possession. მასწავლებლის წიგნი მაგიდაზეა. The teacher's book is on the table. მასწავლებლის წიგნი მაგიდაზეა. Ninos კაბა ლამაზია. Nino's dress is beautiful. Ninos kaba. Okay, looks like a dative marker, but still it is kaba belonging to Nino, a dress belonging to Nino. We also use genitive in Georgian as well to specify the purpose of something, such as the tablecloth in English here, or with the meaning of, like kartulis skola, Georgian school, Georgian language school. Grammatikis tsigni, grammar book. In English, it is just Georgian school or the grammar book, or it is also a type of genitive, yeah? But in Georgian, grammatikis tsigni or tsiglis botli. This is the water bottle. Water bottle, the bottle of water, the bottle used for water, yeah. Tsiglis botli. Originally, the word is tgali, but as long as we add affix, which has consists of more than 2 letters, what happens here? I want to put tgali in the genitive, for example. The first thing, I remove the nominative marker, I add the genitive marker, and truncation happens. I remove the vowel from the stem. This is how we get tsiglis out of tgali. Again, to illustrate it, the nominative case is tgali. Because I add is at the end, it usually happens in the genitive, in the instrumental, and in the adverbial case. When the marker consists of 2 letters, I remove nominative marker, e, and...
You can't have 2 vowels?
Sorry? If there are 2... Bazari, bazris. No, truncation doesn't happen in this case. But we'll see. Let us come up with a decent example. No, truncation doesn't happen because this is the case when the vowel should be in between two consonants. Okay, so tzqlis. Okay, okay, and yes, again, and it should, and oh, this is the thing. So as for khe, look at it, khe, but even it is such a short, it usually has to be the short noun. Like look at it, khe, there, yeah, khe, khis, only kh part remains from the stem, made of wood. Last masi, last masis. This is plastic, made of plastic. Last masiskami, the chair made of plastic. Okay, yeah, to give the names of the streets. When in Georgia we say, I live on the street of Kostava, or this school is on the street of Tamarashvili, on the street of მე ვცხოვრობ Tamarashvilis ქუჩაზე, ჩვენი სკოლა არის ცინცაძის ქუჩაზე, okay? So also the genitive is the case for the place and time adverbs. Yes, exactly. In order to say 3 days ago, we say sami dris tsin. Tsin is separately studying past position. Sami dris tsin, it is kind of a time adverb, not really past position in this situation. Sami 3 dris tsin. It was dre originally, dre, and what we get here is sami dris tsin. Orik viris shemdeg. In 2 weeks' time. In 2 weeks' time. Orik viris shemdeg. Sachlis, skolis tsin, in front of the school. Skolis tsin. Sachlis zevit, above the house. Zevit. Ninos gwerdit, next to Nino. Magidis kwesh, under the table. Okay. So the instrumental case. Okay, so the instrumental case in English corresponds like with or by in English. By car, by taxi, or with a book, with a marker. Skami, skamit, with a chair. Uto, utoti, by iron. Okay, transporti, transportit, by transport. Tsigni, tsignit, with a book. Interneti, internetit, with the internet. Got it? Okay. Transportit, vmgzavrob. We travel by transport, public transport. Tsignit, staulobt. We study with a book. Tsignit, staulobt. Okay. So here we have adverbial case, the marker of which is ad after consonants and d after vowels. Skami, again, skamad, and it is like, in order to make a verb from the adjective, we add ad to the word. Kargi, it is good. The weather is good. Kargi, amintia. But I'm fine, I'm well. Kargad var. Kargad var. Or khshirad movdivar tak. We often come here. Khshirad movdivar tak. Very often it is used when we want to specify which language we speak. So we don't speak in Georgian, we don't speak Georgian, but we speak kartul ad. Gagvetilze kartulad vlaparakobt. We speak Georgian in the lesson. Gagvetilze kartul ad vlaparakobt. Or we can say that Steveni germanulad laparakops, or Chaneli inglisurat laparakops, or Tomiki espanurad laparakops. Speaks with the meaning of as. I work as a teacher. I work mastavleblad vmushaob, or journalistad, or statistikosad vmushaob. This is also the adverbial case. And the final one is vocative. Vocative is the case when we address someone, when we call someone, we use vocative. The thing is that vocative is never used with proper nouns. For example, David T is the name. I would never say David Tall, come here. I would say still David, come here, please. Or David, it's your, okay, how many languages do you speak? David and not David Tall, okay? In case of addressing someone by name, the name is usually in the stem form, not in the nominative, but in the vocative, but markerless vocative. Okay? But it's common noun, so it is all. It takes all. Beach ebo moditak. Guys, come here, for example, or student ebo. Students, when I'm calling my students, address my students, student ebo. Or teachers, mastavleblebo. Okay. Yeah.
So sorry, just when we talked yesterday about sir and madam, batono, kalbatono, it means that this is vocative. Okay.
Exactly. This is okay. For example, I can say that.
So you call someone in the street, you don't know them, and you say kalbatono.
Yeah, exactly. For example, I can say that es aris batoni. Let it be David. This is Mr. David. Es aris batoni Chanel. This is Mrs. Chanel, for example. Batoni David. Batoni Batoni. But as soon as I want to call Mr. David, what do I say? I say baton. O David. Both of these words are in the vocative. Batoni as a common noun takes vocative marker O, but Daviti as a proper noun does not. It's in the vocative, it does not take the marker. Kalbatoni Chanel. If I want to call Kalbatoni Chanel, I say Kalbatono Chanel. Okay, Kalbatono, so it should be over here. Kalbatono, O is a vocative marker because it is a common name, and Chaneli as a proper noun does not take vocative marker, although it is in the vocative, but represented in the stem form. We don't need E here because E is a nominative marker and the phrase is not the nominative. We don't need Chaneli here, E, because again, E is a nominative marker and the noun is in the vocative, but is not marked, is not seen. Okay? Kalbatono Chanel. You can call me Eka. You can call me Ekaterine, but you have to call me Mastavlebelo. Mastavlebelo. When you want to ask me a question, you can call me Eka. Can I ask you a question? Or Ekaterine, can I say something? But Mastavlebelo. Okay, because still it is addressed.
Does it mean that the name doesn't change then, or
it means
can
that
it change?
No, the name does not change stem, and it means that the name is given in the stem form, and the stem of this name is Eka and Ekaterine. What is the stem for Daviti? David is the stem. Daviti is the stem plus nominative marker. That's why in any case, apart from nominative, we have to remove this E. Okay, for example, let us try. David is the stem. Okay, David is the stem. What should be the second? What should be the nominative? Tomek, try nominative.
I don't understand. Sorry.
Let us decline the nouns. Let us start noun declension. Don't drill a little bit. Okay, Tomek, how does your name sound in Georgian?
Tomeki.
Tomeki. Yeah, this is the E. Okay, Tomeki. In the ergative. When we're talking about Tomek, who did something in the past, how? So decline the noun, decline Tomek in the ergative. Put your name in the ergative.
So do I have to remove the E and change something, or because I don't understand how it works?
Yes, it works in exactly the same way as you said. You have to remove E and add ergative marker ma. Okay, ergative.
So it will be like Tomex, Tomecms, or
Tomek. This ergative marker is ma. Tomek ma. Okay.
okay.
And when we say Tomek ma, I already understand that you're going to tell me a story about Tomek did something, because Tomek ma is usually in the past. Now put your name in the dative, mitsemiti Tomek. Put your
So
name
it'll
in
be Tomex then.
Tomex. Okay, Tomex. And if you say Tomex, I already start thinking that Tomek is going to be the object of the sentence you're going to say. What about genitive? Put your name in the genitive, Tomek.
So it will be Tomekis.
Exactly. For example, Tomekis, Tsigni, Tomek's book, Tomekis Mankana. Tomekis. Now, what happens in the instrumental case? Yeah, instrumental case with a common, it is by means of, or by means of, this is the thing, instrumental case. So if you say Tomekit, you really need to think about the example, a couple of verbs which can be used with the proper nouns in the instrumental case. For example, I'm proud of, that is with Tomek.
Okay.
You cannot often use the name in the instrumental case. This is the thing, yeah? But still, it's possible to say Tomekit, I'm proud with Tomek.
Okay.
Გავაგრძელოთ შემდეგი არის adverbial case. Still a little bit difficult to come up with a decent example of the proper noun put in the adverbial, but still let us try. Tomek, put your name in the adverbial. Look at it. This is what happens. Tomek.
Tomekan.
As Tomek. Okay. Გავაგრძელოთ. And vocative, put your name in the vocative.
So what happens then in vocative? There's no ending, or there is, or
Try.
it will be just Tomek or not?
Yeah, exactly. Tomek.
Oh, and that's the difference then compared to other cases, that there is no ending.
Exactly. Okay. Now let us take the name. Let us take the name which ends in the vowel ending names.
Yeah, so we can use
Which, okay, it can be Eka, but it can be Ivy, because in the word Ivy is not Georgian origin. Definitely Ivy is a part of the stem. So here we have Ivy as a name, David. What will be the nominative of it? Of Ivy. Number, David.
Oh, sorry. IV.
Yes, I-E-V. Is here E a nominative marker or no?
No, it's just for
name. Yes, exactly. So E here is definitely not a Georgian origin. Here the nominative marker is 0 because the noun ends in vowel. Now David put IV in the ergative case.
Ivim.
Exactly. Okay. Ivim. And the marker here is M, not ma, because ma is after consonants and m is after vowels. Okay. And noun ends in a vowel. Now, David, you again, dative.
So Ivim, Ivis in any case.
Ivis. Okay, exactly. Genitive belonging to ivy.
Ivy, so after O or U or after A or E.
Okay.
Ivias or Avis.
Ivis, again, Ivis. Okay, in both cases, the name sounds like Ivis. Ivis in the genitive, Ivis in the dative. You, David, again, instrumental case for Ivy.
IVD.
I've, look at it, I've. After,
IVT.
oh, strange, IVT. Let me put this E in the bracket. I think this will be correct. Yeah, because IVT. Again, very weird because now we are working on the, again, proper nouns, but still IVT or IVT. Yeah. What about the, we skipped adverbial case. Adverbial case. IVT. So, for example, if when do we need to use IV in adverbial case? Okay, I saw someone in the street and it seemed to me as if she was Ivy, but she was not. Ivy. Then vocative, call her.
Yeah, I already don't remember. IV.
Yeah, exactly. Ivy.
Can I just go back just for 1 second to the uses of instrumental?
Instrumental, yes, of course.
Is it also the case, because as I remember it is in other languages like Russian, to accompany something or someone, like, I don't know, I went to the movies yesterday with Tomek or...
Yeah, so it means that you can, no, this is similar to it, but not really, because in this case you would say that I went to not megobrepit, but megobreptan ertad. But I would rather say when I take someone somewhere, so that not together with my friends, but with children.
If you go, for example, by car, would it be an instrumentalis or not?
Yes, okay. Man kann it. But to go to the cinema with someone, it's a very interesting example, David. Let's get back to it. If you go to the cinema with your friends, it means separate postposition. But if I went to the cinema with my children, so I took my children. So in this case, it would be instrumental case. And it was difficult. Okay, with someone, it means not that together. So with is different from together with. Okay.
It would be a postposition.
Okay, it will be a separate postposition. So now, Stephen, let us go through one common noun in terms of conjugation. Which noun would you like to choose? Do you remember any nouns? How about Stephen? Okay, let us take the word language, which is ena.
Ena, okay.
Nominative will be
Ena.
ena. Okay, vowel ending or consonant ending stem? Let's decide.
It's a vowel ending stem, so
yes,
doesn't change.
Doesn't change. Let's carry on. In the ergative, we get
that would be enam.
Enam. Perfect. Karakterit. Შემდეგი dativში.
Enas.
Sorry. Genitive, ნათესაობითი.
Enas again.
Look at it. After a and e, we get is.
So enais. Or enais.
And is truncation, short noun disappears. Yeah, so truncation happens with the short nouns when it is usually in between consonants. Enis, it's not even a consonant. Oh, okay, let's see. Enis, შემდეგი. So.
So let's see. Right.
With the
enat.
And
eat.
this disappears in all the cases where I would have two affixes added. And it adverbial.
Yes. Enad.
Perfect. Enad. Შემდეგი.
Eno.
No.
No.
Ena. Vowel. That's why. Ena. Vowel ending. Yeah, okay, look at it. All for common names with the consonant ending, 0 for all consonant names with whole consonant endings, and it ends in the vowel ena. Because ends in the ena. Because it ends in the vowel. Okay. Anyone else wants to try? Mark, გამარჯობა.
How about the word baka, frog?
Maka is the name. Huh?
Baka. How do you say frog in Georgian?
Frog. Are you sure that you want to?
Well, it's actually.
Let us try. You asked for.
Well, it's the first.
Yeah. Baka. Look at it. Bakaki. Okay, so you asked for it. Bakaki. Nominative bakaki. Say.
Yeah, bakaki.
Bakaki. Good. Ergative.
It's from a tongue twister, so that's why it's the first Georgian word that I know.
So this is the word that we usually, when a foreigner arrives or a friend of ours wants to learn Georgian, the first word we give them is bakaki, just to tease, like to show that it is not going to be easy because very Georgian consonants. Bakaki.
To pronounce it. Oh my goodness. Anyway, bakaki.
Now ergative. No, ma, because consonant, ma, consonant ending.
Okay.
That's why maybe we should write it up like next to Tomek. Bakakma. Bakakma. Გავაგრძელოთ. მიცემითი დატივი.
Okay. Bakats.
Kocha. Storia. Genitive belonging to the frog.
Okay.
Of the frog.
So bakakis.
Bakakis. Storia. Instrumental.
Okay, so that would be bakakit.
Storia, where we are. Bakakit. Vocative.
Bakak.
No. It is common noun ending in consonant. So
right. So that would be bakako.
Hey, bakako, come here. Hey, okay.
So I have a question. Like, for example, if I see a frog, because sometimes I used to go to pet stores and they sell like these frogs here in the Philippines, and I would say like, oh, that frog is cute. Like that.
Yeah, susta. Exactly. Okay. Okay,
got it. All right, thank you.
Okay, Ava, Gide. Who wants to try? Anyone else? No one else who is brave enough to go through declension. I don't know. Do you have any questions about bruneba? Bruneba. So a lot depends, of course, on the context, which of the case you use, because one and the same idea can be used in different words and the structure can be different. So these are the rules, general ones, but of course, like in case of like adverbial case for names, for example, of course, it sounds very weird, but with common nouns, it's a very widely used case. I mean, Karki. Okay, so if we are done with the case, Now let us try a little bit of our stories. Are you ready to share your story with Georgian with us? Is that right? Talk about yourself. How many verbs do we know? Let me use this one. We know the verbs. Mushaoba. We know the verbs ცხოვრება. Also jama. Okay, I wrote jama. So I write the translation afterwards. Jama. So mushaoba to work, ცხოვრება to live, jama to eat, sma to drink, laparaki or saubari. Let us talk laparaki. We're talking about language. Laparaki. This is to talk, to speak. And stala to study. Okay, think about some other verbs that we might need to talk right now while telling our story. Mushaoba to work. Me v'mushaob peswebshi. I work in peswebi. Me v'mushaob enebis skolashi. I work in the language school. Me v'mushaob. ცხოვრება to live. Me ვცხოვრობ თბილისში, საქართველოში, ჯამა. Me vjam to eat. Me vjam kartul sajmels. I eat Georgian food. Me vjam sma to drink. Me vsvam kartul glinos. Me vsvam qavas. Me vsvam zqavs. Okay. Laparaki to speak. Me vlaparakob kartulad. I speak Georgian. Look at it. Kartulad. Adverbial. Me vlaparakob kartulad. Me vlaparakob inglisurad. Me vlaparakob rusulad. Adverbial cases. Kartulad in Georgian. Inglisurad in English. Rusulad in Russian. Style to study. Me vsavlob Germanuls. I study German. A little bit of these inversive verbs. Momtons. Momtons, like. Me momtons enebi. I like languages. Me momtons enebi. I like languages. Me momtons kartuli ena. I like Georgian language. Okay. Mushaoba. So me mushaob, and you will add where. ცხოვრება. Me vცხოვრობ. I live. Jama to eat. Me vjam. Sma to drink. Me vsvam. I drink. Laparaki to speak. Me laparakob. Study. Stawla. Me stavlob. Momtons like. Me momtons. Okay. Me vmushaob. Subject marker for mu. Me vцხოვრоб. Subject marker for me, for I. Me vjam. First person subject marker. Me vsvam. I drink. Me vlaparakob. I speak. Me vstavlob. I study. Me momtons. Here the subject marker, unlike the above verbs, is m because inversion happens. Kargi. So here I think, let us see who can start. I was eager to start talking about themselves. Abba? Richard, can you please? Okay.
მე ვარ რიჩარდი, მე ვარ ბრიტანელი, მე ვარ სტუდენტი, მე ვმუშაობ სახლში, მე ვცხოვრობ სკოპიაში, მაკედონიაში, მე ვლაპარაკობ ქართულად, ინგლისურად, მაკედონიად,
Აკადემიურად. Perfect.
მაკედონიურად, არსვან ვინოს, I don't drink wine.
Okay.
მე ვსწავლობ ქართულად.
Ქართულს. მე ვსწავლობ ქართულს.
ქართულს.
მე ვსწავლობ ქართულს. And მომწონს like? რა მოგწონს?
მომწონს ქართული ენა.
ქართული ენა.
ქართული ენა.
ოჩახ, ძალიან კარგია. მადლობა დიდი. აბა, Mark. მიკროფონი Mark.
Okay. მე მქვია Mark.
Marki in Georgian. Marki.
Yeah. მე მქვია Marki. მე ვმუშაობ oh my god, teacher,
I've just written მასწავლებლად. Look at it.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. მასწავლებლად.
Exactly. ყოჩახ. მე ვმუშაობ მასწავლებლად. Then.
Okay. მე ვცხოვრობ
მე ვცხოვრობ
Manilishi, capital of Manila.
Manilishi, კი ბატონო.
Manilishi. Oh dear.
ხინკალს. მაგარია. მე ვჭამ ხინკალს.
Okay. მე ვსვამ კავას.
კი ბატონო.
მე what is this?
Laparakob.
No.
Yeah, exactly. Laparakob.
Inglisurat.
Perfect.
Inglisurat. Filipinurat.
Sorry. Filipinurat.
Kinurat.
Chinurat.
Chinurat. Oh, sorry. Chinurat. Yaponurat.
Yaponurat.
Okay. Mevtavlo Cartuli. Okay.
Cartuli as an object. Cartels. Mevtavlo cartels. We lost Mark.
Okay, mevtavlo cartels.
Cartels, კი ბატონო.
And lastly, memomtons Sakartvelos.
Საქართველო. So Sakartvelo, as long as it is in an inversive verb, may is that the Sakartvelo is nominative, subject and object change their cases, huh? Sakartvelo, this last one is a very special first class of conjugation. Okay, Kochach, Zalian Magaria, Mark, I love it. Ava, Gavak, Tomek.
Mevar Tomeki, Mevar Ekimi, Mevar Poloneli, Mev Cokovrop Niederlandepsi,
Storia.
Mevici Polonuri, Germanuli, Pranguli, Mevcablov Szwedurs,
Storia.
Memoncos Enebi, yeah,
Okay.
that's pretty much about it, I think.
Zalian Magaria, very impressive. Tomek, very. So, David.
So, me Vardariti, me Moshob Targnelan. Yeah.
Targmnelad, perfect. Okay.
Me Sovrod Notshi. Okay. Me Vjam Khachapurav.
Hachapurs.
Khachapurs. Mevsvam Chinos.
Okay.
Melabarakos.
Barakob.
Melabarakov. Italianelad.
Italiurad.
Italiurad. Da Portugalierad.
Portugaliurad.
Mevstavlob Kartuls. Me Montons Kino.
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 Thank you so much, Zalian Mobetsona. Steven.
Okay, Chemi Sachelia Steveni, Mevar Britanelli, Kafs Deda Mama Dada.
Perfect.
Das Ori Shvili Kafs.
Agari.
Chven Vart Britanelebi. Me Skovrop Londonshi. Me var statistikosi. Lapvraki Inglisurat Prangulad Germanulad da Espanurad Sotas, that was the word for little, a few. Sotas Chinurad Polonurad da Schottlandurad Mesmis Hollanduri da Portugaliuri. Chemi Soli Sakelia Shanchan is Aris Chinelli. Is Aris Electro Engineering. Schaubar Universität something.
Universitetshi. Mushops, Universitetshi.
America.
She.
America. Man labfrakikad
Is his
is
Kops.
Chinori Inglesuri Zotas Frangoli da Hollandiori is aris intellectualuri dalla Mazzi
Okay.
Mikvas, that was what, Menatreba. I looked through the pages for words that I could
Perfect.
use.
Okay, maximum. Stephen, you made the most of the lectures I gave to you in these 6 lessons. Thank you so much. ძალიან კარგი იყო, ძალიან შთამბეჭდავი, impressive. Chanel, yeah.
Kanjamba. Meva Shinali. Mevar Americali. Mevar Studenti da wait, I'm trying to think. Wait, how do you say I like?
Like Momtons?
Montons?
Momtons?
Montons? Wait, language.
Nebi.
Enevi.
Momtons Enebi.
Montons Enevi. Russo. Wait. Russoli, Espagnoli,
Inglisuri,
Fransuri, Franguli,
Arabuli, I suppose.
Arabuli,
Gotcha.
and Japanese.
Iaponuri.
Ipanuri.
Iaponuri, yeah?
Ipanuri.
Okay.
I think that's it.
ძალიან კარგია. And finally, Chanel, have you mastered the pronunciation of boy in Georgian? Have you worked on that?
What is it? Beaky?
Beachy.
Beach.
Beachy. Yeah, beachy. Okay, კარგია. ძალიან კარგი. Okay. So, okay, we made it. Time is over. That's pretty much the etizoti. Yeah. Okay, let me have. So, კი ბატონო, our course is over. It's Express 6 საათიანი კურსი. It's been so interesting for me. ძალიან საინტერესო იყო. Do you have any questions? შეკითხვები თუ გაქვთ? So, are you going to continue studying Georgian? I hope this course is, yeah?
The first question would be, where do we find out how to learn with you after this course?
Sorry?
If we want to learn more with you, how do we find out?
So we are based in Georgia, Tbilisi. The school is called Peswebi, Georgian Language School, Peswebi. We'll be happy to teach you. I hope this course will encourage you to study Georgian, to take up studying Georgian if you haven't yet. Yeah, it's really interesting and challenging, and it's something that is ranked among top 10 most difficult things to do, to learn Georgian.
So what's the Georgian for a lot of things?
Didi madloba.
Didi madloba.
Didi madloba თქვენ.
Didi madloba თქვენ, Ekaterine.
ნახვამდის.
Yeah.
წარმატებები.
Yeah, thank you very much. It was a really good course, and I really appreciate you coming to teach
Madloba.
today.
Madloba.
Madloba, didi madloba.
Didi madloba.
Okay.
Didi madloba.
ნახვამდის.
Nachlandis.
Bye.